Okay. I think we'll do Ghost. Don't know if it's the best character for me to be trying to enjoy things with. Again, I don't think it would be worse than Jack though. Even though it has that massive downside of 100 armor, at least it has some upside here. At all. I mean, Jack has no upside, so I think we have to do Ghost Scepter though. I've been trying with the melee weapons and it's just miserable. But I think maybe Ghost Scepter, which never works for me, would probably make sense here. I mean, that basically I have to have HP with minus 100 armor. You know, just to show how much extra damage that is. It's 87% more damage, so... But I can get my dodge up to 90%, so... If I can get around 200 HP, then we should be theoretically fine. And Voyix made a good point about Ghost Scepters. The early waves, maybe you get an HP or two, but you don't need to worry about combining the weapons early. You might as well just... he didn't even level up. Okay. But yeah, so basically, like, you know, I think combining down is probably the wrong thing to do here. I didn't even earn a max HP there, so might as well just have 3 and get more kills. And then once the waves get larger, that's when we can worry about, you know, trying to stack some HP. For now, let's just actually get some levels. I feel like we're gonna have to find piercing, or there's just gonna be a really tough time. Probably also do need to eventually get some alien eyes. That's fine. Who needs 30% dodge when they just hit you 100% of the time? Right? Let's try to get a level up here this time. To actually collect my shit. I don't know, man. This character, and now I'm just like not even getting scepters. I hate how it just wastes shots, like even if there was an enemy, like it doesn't make sense. Like in that case back there, you saw how two shots went in, even though one shot's all it took to kill the guy. You know, let's not even think about the fact that it didn't shoot at both enemies, but if there was, let's say there was an enemy behind the other enemy, it wouldn't even go to the other enemy. Because even though it only takes one of those bullets to kill one of those guys, both went into the enemy anyway, and the projectile just stopped. The second projectile that should have been able to go past it did not go past it. I really don't like that mechanic. It doesn't actually make any remote sense. Some harvesting, I guess. That'll be good. Consumables is the only way we're gonna regen, I think. Because at such a high amount of HP eventually. I don't even know, do we need that much range damage when we already have a flat 10 damage increase? I think we just want attack speed. Attack speed or pierce. That's what we should be rolling for. Like, I'll take range damage when it comes naturally, but I don't technically, I think, need that much since I already essentially have 10 range damage. Pickup range might be nice too. Some speed I'll take. I do want enough. I should get enough attack speed that crit makes sense. We'll take it. I don't know that I buy a beanie. We're getting a lot of ghost scepters offered, which is nice. Ooh, adrenaline, that would be another way to get stuff. Healing. Starting to gain some HP. So, it's nice. I don't even know that I take that. I guess I could. Take the attack speed over the damage here. Take some percent damage. Could take Cute Monkey even though I am ranged. I don't think so though. We could take the bee, it gives us some dodge and we lose a range damage to harvest. The harvesting's pretty low. That will take. Free, I guess I'll take it. Alright, we need to get some luck apparently. Small magazine will take. Scepter. I try to re-roll less than I've been doing. I'll say at this stage in the game I'm actually doing pretty decent damage. Gaining HP quite well too. Shit. Another one where manual aim would be better. This fight, by the way, when I'm playing on my handheld, my Steam, whatever you call it, is my Steam Deck. It's so much easier when you can manual aim, because those, those eggs just do not stick around. Just do that, I guess. Becoming less and less of a fan of XP gain. It doesn't actually do that much for you. If XP gain was actually that good, then Mutant would be a better character, I feel, but Mutant's just like very middle of the road. I would say below middle of the road in my eyes. Definitely will take Furty. We could take pickup range. We waste less materials. I think it pays for itself personally. You get the materials earlier, which is when you want them. And even if I have to heal, it helps with healing. At least I dodged that hit. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need a piercing, either bandana or a piercing bullet. I don't see how we're gonna deal with the large amount of enemies otherwise. Probably just do harvesting. I want the speed, or even the range, but I think we have to be a little greedy here. We definitely, okay, with sharp bullet. I feel much better now that we have that. If I get some luck, that would be nice. Some more dodge and crit, sure. Yeah, this fight, if I wouldn't have gotten the bullet, we'd be dead by now. And I also could have took the speed, which would have made it a lot easier. So note to self, probably get some speed with some higher priority here. Still feel like we're not dodging at 60% rate. Like it's more like 30%. I mean, I don't think any amount of armor at this point can help me. Like, if I add 2 armor, I'm still taking 80%. Or 80, around 88% still. This offered me, okay, we gotta take some luck here. Like, some damage. I'm gonna not take any HP upgrades because I'm just gonna let Ghost Scepter do the work there. We'll be up to 90 without needing to waste money on something like that. I think it's early enough that recycling machines should be positive. I don't know that that's true, though. This I think we take. It's pretty good. Is it, though? You lose the percent damage, which is not nothing. We do need some range, and this is an okay way to get it. But let's take this first. Okay, we can take that, so we should. At least we've dodged both tank hits here, so it seems more around what I would expect from like a 70% dodge. Is my piercing even working? Like, oh, the piercing is so low though, it's like 70% damage. We need to get a pumpkin. I don't think the piercing is even being relevant. I'm not killing anything with the pierce hits. Actually should probably just some speed. We can take this luck. We're so behind on luck, but then it'll, I think even at this point it would pay for itself. We could take the scope, some range, damage range, but we do lose attack speed. I think it's okay. Not gonna take this scar. Could get some regen. I mean, I just don't think it'll be relevant at the amount of damage we take, actually. It's like, you'll never regen a relevant amount. I think we have enough luck that I don't need a repeller hat. I don't really bank on lifesteal also being that effective, so I could just take the bean teacher. I know I said I don't like X gain. You know what? I'm not even going to take it. Let's keep looking for other stuff. Just not take any of it. I have a piggy bank, so let's just let the piggy bank work. If the shop doesn't want to give me anything that I want, then fine. Ouch. At least I'm dodging there. This is why we get pickup range and perfect cheese. This is my experience with Ghost Scepters. Like, even with piercing, I cannot kill anything. Like, I don't know. Something needs to change. I don't know what, but something has to. Wings? Maybe I just need even more speed? I can see that. Potato thrower any good? I mean, technically it scales off my percent health 20%. Cooldown is 0.27. It doesn't do as much damage though, even as the Ghost Scepters. That's a problem. So if it does 10 less 11 less damage, why would I take it? I guess it shoots faster, has some knockback, the range is higher, it has that going for it. But if I have one less Ghost Scepter, I'm just not really stacking. Granted, I guess the blue ones aren't really stacking anyway. Potato throwers are such a bad item. Like, they need to have it scale more. on health or something, or have some AoE or something, I don't know. Which doesn't make any sense. Maybe if I find a red one later, then it could make sense. Fuck it. Just build up the money then. Let's piggy bank and go to work. Play like we're Saber. Really need to find. I think pumpkin would go a huge way. Probably need like 2 or 3 pumpkins, but even just one would be nice. And if you look at the number on the piercing hit, it's like 10 damage, 11 damage. It's quite low. It's largely an irrelevant hit unless somehow I get the same enemy pierced 3 times in a row. Then it'll be enough to actually kill it. But since I only pierce 1 bullet, it's actually unlikely I pierce the same enemy. Since I'm always on the move too. Coffee is worth. Out of curiosity, yeah, I need to stop buying this thing. Like, eventually it will be positive on materials, but I could have just spent that money on other stuff. Even if it was only 70 materials or whatever, I've only gained 22 by now. It sucks. I don't know why I keep getting trolled into thinking it's not gonna suck. It's always gonna suck. It is what I thought it was. It is what I thought it was. This is gonna be not a good position for me to be in. Let's keep my distance from these tentacle guys and not get pinned down by them. At the same time, I'm just gonna have... I think we definitely are gonna want to see anything that can reduce the enemies on the map. Like, I just cannot deal with this. I mean, I feel like I'm doing a pruner build at this point where I just can't kill anything, except, unfortunately, I have no plethora of plants to choose from or anything. I'm not getting... Oh, I almost died there. Do we care to lose the range damage here? I mean, if... I think 22 speed is enough. I need to get some sort of damage. Okay, crown is worth... Losing dodge, but I do get pickup range, harvesting. I don't think so. Alright, that I'll take. I don't even feel confident that a bait wouldn't just kill us, to be honest. And again, that regen is not going to matter. I'll stay away from them. I'll keep my distance as long as I can from them. Once I kill them, yeah, now we're into the shit show territory of this fight. Already there. This is gonna be... And every fight is basically horrible. Every fight is horrible. I can't move around the map. I'm locked in here. Yeah, this character sucks. People tried to gaslight me and tell me it's anything other than horrible. It's horrible. I mean, how is this not horrible? 3 seconds, maybe I can live. Okay. I love how that purple one has only gained two stats. I mean, that shows how little I'm killing things. I'm really not actually gaining that much. It's miserable. This is miserable. I'm definitely not taking a silver bullet. What are you talking about? I'm gonna kill an elite? Sure. Glass cannon at least has no real downside here. I mean, we went from 88% damage to 88% damage, so at least glass cannon's pretty nice. I guess we're done with the piggy bank. I don't think a reroll here is worth it though. Alright, elite. Surely this will not be as bad as all the other ones, right? Wait, was that not an elite? I thought this round was supposed to be an elite. Did I misread it? Good thing we dodged that. Alright, we're already to shit show territory. 37 seconds left to go. How do you play Ghost Scepters? Like, seriously, how do you play it? What can you do? I don't get it. How can you play Ghost Scepters? How do people do it? Like, what am I missing here? This is the worst shit ever. Thank God. Jesus. Alright, we need crit chance. I think that's the only way I actually scale my damage. Actually earned a lot of HP that fight. I don't know. I feel like losing percent damage is not really good, but I don't know. The attack speed's pretty nice. Clover should be good too. Kill those things. See, now that we got bandana, we're at least piercing another enemy. Still wish we had pumpkin, but this is much better. You can see how much better this is. Infinitely better. We might have a chance now. But yeah, it's not a, I can already tell you it's not a high tier character in my eyes when so much of this is like dependent on the RNG of just a few specific items having to get basically picked up. And I don't know how you can, I've tried with melee and it's like without, I'll say this is still better than the melee experience. In the melee experience, imagine this with no health. And you're still killing about as little enemies. Like, it's like, who cares about attack speed and percent damage when you just can't even risk getting hit once. Yeah, crit's definitely the way to go, it looks like. You know, we can get 100 damage out of that from our higher tier scepters. At that point, it's better than anything percent damage could give me. God, a lot of tanks here. But another fight where I really need manual aim. Like, I need to be able to aim at the dudes that are shooting projectiles. And I need to be able to aim away from the things, the blobs that when they die create these things. But yeah, this is just, these fights are the worst when you don't have manual aim. Auto aim is just such a fucking nightmare. Oh my god, dude. 3 seconds, can I do it? Useless shit all around. 90 is our max dodge, but maybe I still want some percent damage. Too late for coupon to be worth it, honestly. None of these are remotely worth it. We could take that, I guess. Cute monkey, we could actually take that now. That's starting to make sense. Lock those, I think. Never could find the pumpkin, I guess. We got lucky and only had to fight one elite. Everything else was hordes. And even on a character like this, I would always rather have a horde than an elite. Screw elites. This fight is about to get very hairy because I guess just these blobs. These blobs are so annoying. It's 15 seconds of hell. Full health right now. Maybe I can do this. Gotten very lucky with our dodges. Alright. Well, it's looking like we might be able to do this. I don't think torture would even be that good, because the consumables are just going to be better for us. I don't think that's worth it. So we added nothing that round, basically. Other than a plant machine, really. Some minor attack speed bonuses. Which I guess is fine. Since I do have the piercing, I think it's probably good that I just stand in a corner, maybe. I don't know, though. I can't do enough damage to kill any of the tanks, so at a certain point I do have to jet. I do kind of feel like I'm a pumpkin or two away from actually being able to deal with these type of things. But we've got a lot of HP, 260. So, well, as you can see though, just a few bad RNG procs on dodge and it's over. I'm not that confident that we're going to win. I've gotten to this point before. And again, game just needs to decide that I'm getting hit for me to die. Should probably just try to get to that 90% dodge. I don't think anything else is worth it at this point. There we go. So we're essentially at max dodge. We could do this, lose a little bit of HP, but get a lot of speed. I think it's definitely worth it. And then just anything else I can pick up. I guess it's gonna have to be Cyber Ball. I don't know. Alright, I actually think I'm okay. At 270 health is a lot. But we're definitely not even gonna bother trying to kill these, I don't think. Just need to not get hit. Already fucking up. Luckily I dodged. Because you know these bosses, they do so much damage that when it's basically doubled, who cares that I have 290 health, you know? I need to go in the... fuck. I need to be going in the other direction. Let's do that now. I want to go counterclockwise because that's the direction that that thing is spinning in. That way I have to dodge it a lot less. Alright, now it gets a bit more tough. But luckily there's so few enemies in this fight. It's it's one of the few times that that kind of benefits me. So I think we're okay. Looks like we're gonna win, barring any crazy RNG here. Thank God. Well, I'll say this, not even remotely as bad as Jack, Saver, and Chunky. Those three are in a tier of their own right now, and Ghost does not deserve to be in that tier. But I do think Ghost sucks. Still. Basically, when I'm done with all of my Danger 5 wins, I'm gonna do an initial tier list of what I think of the characters, just based on that first go-through. And there's gonna be a very bottom tier, which is basically, you know, consistently miserable, we'll call it. And there's 3 characters right now in there. You know who they are. Then there's a tier above that that I'm just gonna call consistently weak, which I would put Ghost in. I would put like characters like Ghost, and I think maybe like I don't know, like Wildling, maybe just characters where it still seems like overall the overall feel of the character is that they're overall negative, but that tier, the tier up that Ghost is in, it feels a lot more doable, whereas the other ones, it just feels like I'm 50 feet underwater trying to grasp for breath. Ritual, 6% damage, 2% lifesteal. -2 engineering. I'll be honest, that's probably the least sense-making item I've seen in comparison to what the character is. Like, this is a character I wouldn't even, or this is an item I wouldn't even care to have on this, because as we said, what's the point of lifesteal when you have so much health, but when you get hit, the damage is huge, so like the amount you have to sustain is crazy. There's no way to me that lifesteal is a thing that I would build on Ghost, but I will say this, it's an okay item for all of the other builds that just like use guns and stuff. You get a slight damage increase, you get some lifesteal, you lose something you don't care about, engineering, so it's a good item. I'm glad to have unlocked it, but it just doesn't make much sense on this character. Which is fine, that's probably how it should be in my opinion. So we had 89 health gain, 78 health, 6, 29, 47, 9. And that just goes to show, as I said earlier, even though some of these items were combined earlier, even, you know, with the piercing and everything, it just goes to show that the shots get wasted too much in this game, you know? Too many shots go into the same unit that's dying, but still the projectile gets consumed, even with piercing. You know, at least in that scenario that we saw, where like one projectile would be enough to kill the unit. If both hit at the same time, you know, both will get consumed, so even though it's piercing, both projectiles that go through are going to be at -70 damage, so whatever though. You get it, you get what I mean. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching. Chunky sucks, Saver sucks, and Jack sucks. Ghost, you're not going to get the hate that those 3 get. So, good for you, Ghost.